Hello guys.
Hello.
So karibuni sana. Welcome
Yes,
again to this
welcome.
video.
Mm,
Yes, I'm Veronica Aiton,
I'm Jerry Aiton,
and
and
together
together
we
we
are
are
the
the
Aitons
Aitons family.
family.
Yeah.
So today guys, in this video, we shall be discussing some of the reasons why couples maybe may find themselves
Disagreeing.
disagreeing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, what are some of those issues that zinaweza cause to disagreement?
And actually, before we get into the topic, have you subscribed to this channel? Don't just watch without subscribing.
Yes,
Kindly
kindly.
subscribe. You can comment some of your reasons zenye zinaweza tuma zenye unafikiria ama unajua huwa zinakosanisha couples, then you can compare after the end of this video.
Yes.
Yes.
So si kukosanisha as such,
Yeah.
because si atuongelele ile
Zinaweza leta
kukosana but hizo
disagreements ama
disagreement.
arguments.
So those are the things we want to talk about today.
Yes.
So kindly support us, subscribe kindly, please.
Subscribe. Yes.
So there are so many reasons why couples can disagree. But I guess most of the ile inafanyanga maybe couples wa disagree sana ni finances.
Okay.
Issue ya finances. So
yes.
what do you think about that?
Now you realize like finances and future plans, they are the most actually zinatumanga mpaka even people separate if they were married, or if they cannot find a ground whereby their finances are in order. You realize like even biblically, it's the man's responsibility to provide. What if this man is not able to provide? Another thing is that the money might be there. What if the resources are being misused? There's no way like your resources are being protected, your finances, maybe the little you have is not protected. You realize there's a little more of careless spending. Sometimes this may raise issues, whether it's the man or the woman trying to misuse the finances. So finances can be a big area that causes a lot of disagreement. When you realize that you had planned to do something and maybe you are saving towards it, and then nyinyi ni wale watu whatever comes in, you'll take that money and put into that other thing that was not the intended goal. So you realize there will be a lot of disagreement, and this one may be very serious and may affect even your future, your relationship together. Yes.
Also what I think when it comes to finances,
Yes.
Disagreement may come ama may arise where maybe you both of you are working ama there's something you are contributing, there's something I'm bringing on the table, there's something he's bringing on the table.
Yes.
But when it comes to the lady's money, inakuwa ni yake
peke yake.
When it comes to his money, it's ours. So unaona this man atafeel maybe overburdened. So pia yeye ataanza kukua na zile kunakuwa na zile hakuna ile attachment kama zilikuwa hapo before. Ama ana feel overwhelmed because maybe anaona pesa yangu sitakangi kusaidia in anything, na yake nataka tufanye nayo everything. So unapata kutakuwa na zile disagreement, ama pia maybe na earn more than him. And ni mimi nataka, because I'm earning more than him, na feel I should be the one who is saying what we should do with this money. He doesn't have a say, unaona. So pia hiyo I feel inaweza kuwa inaleta disagreement because hamuagree. But in real sense I guess to my view inafaa ikue now that you are together. Okay, for those who have decided to be together, to stay pamoja, to live life pamoja, for those ones I guess inafaa kuwa munajua pesa yenye unajua, hata kuna watu hawajuangi what each other is earning.
Yeah.
Wako na zile secrets. So I guess first of all you should know from the wakati mlianza kutaka kukaa pamoja ama mlidecide, know what I'm bringing on the table, know what is bringing on the table, then let us make it like a combined effort of doing things.
Yes.
Because hiyo haitakuwa na ile hata kama maybe kutakuwa na hizo, for example hivyo vile alikuwa anasema kuna moja ana spend than the other one, as long as first of all mmeagree vile hizo finances zinaweza kuwa managed. I guess hiyo ya overspend na kuto overspend, it's an issue you can talk it out because in a marriage lazima kukuwe na ule mtu anakuanga spender than the other one. And in this case guys, he's the one.
You know,
you didn't expect that, right?
For sure. So but
he is a spender. Me. See, I'm a mice or anything. Actually, when I decide to treat him, I treat him really good.
Okay.
But ni ule hata tukienda tu tuone kitu na maybe tuko na ingine kwa nyumba ama anaona kuna kitu ameona na ya mtoi na maybe anataka kumletea na maybe ako na ingine. Sasa mi namuuliza, si zina serve the same function or anything. But ako ile wacha to buy sijui nini. So you see,
it's just being a good man.
To him anaona maybe ni the more na buy hizo the more na kaa mzuri. But kwangu ni as long as uko na hii moja, you can manage that one as we do what as ikiharibika ndio tunaweza tu leta another one on board. So I guess that might be, if you're staying together, you really need to first of all agree to share, yani to know each other's finances. Yes, how do you think that can be solved, those disagreements?
I think on that issue, what needs to happen is that you really need to agree who is good at finances. Whoever is good at finances, they can be the one managing or budgeting for the family. You realize when you have a budget or a plan of how money is how money you get is supposed to be spent, every time money comes in, it's not in a vacuum. It does not stay in a vacuum. It's you to tell your money where you want it to go. Maybe this one will go to food, this one will go to clothing, maybe paying of bills, and maybe this one will go to savings. So let this person be the one to allocate all this money. Now, after you have paid your bills, you have done everything, and remember to pay your tithe. Remove 10%. If you're a Christian and you believe in the principle of tithing, just tithe that 10%. Then make sure all your needs fit inside 70%. Out of the 100% of the money you have gotten, 70%, let it pay bills, let it be used to do everything else. Now you're remaining with extra 20,000. This is 20,000. You can choose maybe to save another 10%. You put it away, or you can put the whole 20% or even 15% and remain with that few money that you can use maybe to those ones who love spending like me. Maybe you can use that money to spend on a few things you want to spend on, and when it's that money is finished, don't start reaching the other 15 or 10% that you put away. That one will help you maybe to create this this what we call security to your family. You'll have covered your family, and they will feel safe. And from that one, you realize there will be no disagreement. Yes.
Yeah. So those are some of the views that we have
on finances. Yes.
Yes. Maybe you can tell us maybe what you have been doing.
Yes, in comes to finances, do you budget?
Yes.
Or are you the kind of people that when you find resources, you just use them that way.
You squander them all
of it. Tomorrow will long for itself. And another thing now, far from finances, another thing that will cause maybe couples or
issues, disagreements,
would cause disagreements in marriages or in relationship. Another thing is sex. How do you take about it?
Conjugal rights.
Yes, conjugal rights.
So I guess when it comes to marriage, those are some of the things you cannot avoid, ama you can not run away from for those who are married.
Yes.
Of course, nowadays generation hawatambui hizo vitu sana, but for those who are Christian,
yes,
you know that when you are married you are allowed to do that. Either usikie ni kwa gari, either usikie niko mutaenda out change ile environment. It's good by the way once in a while.
It's called game ya God.
Yes, so you can maybe munaenda tu kwa hoteli, you pay for that. You do your
you
things,
enjoy,
then
proper
then you
walk away.
So I guess it's a good thing. Na it should be happening to those who are married. Of course kuna kuanga na hizo disagreement because of many factors. I have interacted with lots of married women, married men, because there is a program which I do containing families, and when we talk about family, there is mother and father, right?
Yes.
There is a husband and a wife. So in those discussions ama hizo forum unasikia some of the issues that they do raise. Women may give an excuse that mimi see I don't have sex ama we don't have sex more often simply because this man alitoka akaenda hajaniachia food. So mimi niende ni hustle, I struggle, I look for food, I do what, then nikuje jioni, he wants it. So according to them wanaona nikimnyima it's justified. Mbona mimi nimechoka, nimetafuta food, anakuja kutaka nini ingine. Also men utasikia wakisema maybe the lady hatakangi, amechoka, amefanya nini, all those things. But I guess and I advocate for those who are married. Conjugal rights are very important for both men and women,
right?
Not for men only. Even us ladies, we have needs that need to be taken care of. So we are not just advocating for sex for men, because most of the time tukiongea about sex, people think that it's only men.
It's not a man's right.
Men ni wao tu wanakuanga na right. Even women, we do have that right. We have a right to have good and enjoy sex.
Yes.
So when it comes to that, I feel it's very important. But for the environment to be good, ama ikue sawa, lazima both parties wa contribute. If you are a man, take your responsibility. Uache kuoverburden the lady, because hiyo time maybe ataona by the way this man is very trying hard, and make sure kila kitu iko, we are doing this. So hata kuwa na excuse kila time. Of course there are those days maybe a lady anafeel hormones zake ziko everywhere and everything, so your time she's not interested. But si kila time. Ladies, si kila time. Hiyo nayo siwatetei, si kila time. But when nyinyi wote muna share hata hizo responsibility, hakuna mtu ana feel overburden, it becomes easy. Plus to make sure your love iko na hizo, you rekindle that love. You know, most of the people, as long as you are married, you don't do anything fun together. You can never go out together. Yani muko tu nyinyi bora mlioana, unajua mama ya watoto wako nyumbani na wewe ni baba watoto. Yani there is nothing to rekindle that love. When ni kama tu moto, wakati moto hauongezi kuni, inaenda ikidim itapoa. So maybe also sex inaweza leta disagreement in marriage because hakuna ile culture ya cultivate that love. Because the more ukikaa vile tunasema example ya hiyo moto, usipoichochea wake itazima. So unapata hata couples, they don't feel attracted to each other. So what do you expect in bed? Nothing. Ama maybe moja ni hata kuanga hiyo ndio tu story yake, the other one hako hiyo form ya hizo story. So I really think love should be worked on to make sex good. If you want your sex life to be good, make sure you are working
on it,
on your love life, and on your lady. Na kama ni your lady, make sure you're working on your man to make sure that your spark haishangi every time inakaa inaisha, unaispark tena. Because ukikaa tu hivyo inaweza kuwa very hard. Yes, and frustrating. Yes. So that's my view when it comes to sex.
I think you have said much about the issue of sex, and I don't want to add or maybe subtract from whatever you have said. And guys, kindly, if you have had on this issue of sex, have you ever disagreed with your partner on the issues of conjugal rights? And if yes, what was the issue? Kindly share on the comment section. Let's keep this conversation running. On my take on that issue is that communication is very important. Sometimes you realize, when your partner, if you feel like your partner does not want to give you this right or does not want you to enjoy, this is what usually happens. Sometimes you feel maybe they are cheating. Sometimes you feel maybe they have someone or some other ways they get satisfaction. But the issue here, you realize sometimes it's maybe bad timing. You are not communicating with each other. You must keep communication intact when it comes to this issue. And there's nothing like beating around the bush. Even the Bible said the male and female were naked and they were not ashamed. When you're married to this person, the only sex we are discouraging is sex between two people that are not married. We discourage. They are not responsible. That's not responsible sex.
That
can come up.
Yes, after sex.
Yes, like abortion.
Yes.
You realize you get pregnant and you are just there for fun. You are not there for the kid, and you realize like now amekuja uko shule ama uko job ama uko mambo yako, and then you realize you have to do an abortion. You realize you become a young mother, you become a young father, or whatever it is. So you realize it's very irresponsible sex. So responsible sex is very important. And we are saying, if you're married, make sure you're communicating with this person. Even when you feel like, maybe for those ones who are Christians like us, maybe you feel like you're fasting, you don't have the energies to have sex or anything, communicate with your partner. Let them know that you're fasting today and you'll not be able to have sex with them. Yes.
So I guess there is that thing of communication.
Yes.
It's very important even when it comes to sex.
Yes.
Communication.
Communicate.
Because there are so many people
who
don't maybe enjoy, but they can never tell the other person, I haven't felt anything. They just pretend, I'm okay. So communication is very important even when it comes to sex.
Yes. Sema tu leo hata kama tumefanya siku feel poa. Umegonga nje leo brother, umeuma nje ama sister leo manze umeniumisha nje vibaya sana. Communication is very key when it comes to intimacy. Yes, and you can also find a better way of connecting that is not even necessarily sex. So don't rule that one out. Intimacy is a mixture of everything. So make sure that you make your sex life enjoyable on a daily basis. Remember, in heaven, There's no girlfriend and boyfriend,
Who told
wife
you? Have
and
you ever
husband.
visited?
You know, Peter.
Okay, let's leave that
Let's leave
alone.
that one. That's a story
So
for another day.
yes, another
Yes.
thing maybe we can really touch on quickly before we finish is kids.
Mm.
Kids can bring disagreement in a marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time unasikianga watu wakisema when mulikuwa maybe there is no kid in the picture, you guys mlikuwa sawa.
Yeah.
But when a kid anaingia in the picture, unaanza kupata kuna ile you guys muna disagree because maybe attention zenyu zilishatoka kwa each other.
Kuna na shared love and affection
kwa the kid.
Yes.
So how do you think about that? How do you think a kids can contribute to disagreements in marriage?
You realize that when kids shows up, okay, before kids shows up, you realize it's you alone that this person is taking care of. But now kids have come in. There comes a times whereby the kid needs attention, maybe your spouse needs attention. It becomes divided attention. Now, this divided attention, this is what it does. You realize your love and affection becomes is the goal move, the posts move. You realize I have to take care of this kid. You can take care of yourself. Mostly women are the ones who are caught in this. Like you realize maybe they have lactating children. They have to lactate these children. They have to put them to sleep. They have to feed these children. They have to clean these children. And sometimes it can be overwhelming. And when the man comes in and realize that you are not giving them attention or even affection like the way you used to do, this one can really be an issue to some people. Instead of the man realizing it's my now opportunity for me to help, let me help this person. Maybe if your wife is cleaning the baby, you can be preparing the food. You can be warming that milk. You can be maybe preparing the pampers and everything, or clothing, trying to help by selecting clothes so that she does not have to finish cleaning the baby and go look for those clothes, or go start warming the food or preparing the meals for the kid. Now, when you help, you realize you are trying to fix. You are also giving attention. You are showing her that I'm also attentive to you. I can help here and there. You don't have to do this one alone, and that one will cost you. The attention will shift from the baby to you. Even though at some point can be divided, try and make sure that you are helping. Maybe the baby is very young and stays awake the whole night, yet you still need to have your conjugals. You still have, you want her to prepare you in the morning. Those are some of the things that will cause a lot of conflict, and they cause a lot of conflict even now in most relationships and marriages. So it's very important to find a way whereby you can choose to be doing this thing together. You can choose to be parents together by helping and assisting. Don't be just a busy man or a busy woman, because it can be either. Yes.
So my take on that, why maybe kids may bring disagreement, it's when you think as a person, maybe for example, I feel this kid deserves this, and you think no, he doesn't, ama she doesn't, so hapo first of all tuko na two opinion, tuko na two different ideas pertaining this kid.
Yes.
Not forgetting that they are our kids.
Yeah.
So we need to agree on things together. So when maybe huyu anataka maybe anasema mtoto aende hii shule, na yeye huyo anasema hapana, hafai kuenda hiyo shule juu ya hii na hii na hii. Kila mtu ako justified na reasons zake.
Yes.
But at the end of the day you need to come together and know that you are deciding for this kid.
Yes.
And remember, kids are blessing.
Yes.
Kids are supposed to be blessings. So when you start disagreeing because of them, it only shows means that in the first place these kids were not a blessing to you, because a blessing does not bring sorrow. Even Bible says that a blessing added no sorrow. You know, a blessing cannot bring sorrow to you. So I think when it comes to kids, we really need to know and to know and understand that whatever may bring this disagreement, maybe because of different ideas, opinions, views, we really need to know that we have just been entrusted with those kids to decide for them. So when you put your interest first before maybe you make decision because hata kukiwa na hizo disagreement, most of the time you realize hamujapea justice huyo mtoto when it comes to decisions that you are making, because muta make decision based on I'm feeling this, I'm feeling this, ama I'm just doing it because he has said we do it. So we really need to understand that they are blessing. They are not supposed to bring disagreement in marriage. And also we really need to know that we are there to guide and give them the direction that they should take.
Yes.
If you're disagreeing because of them, it only means that you cannot be even good role models to them, because watakuwa wanaona muna disagree every time because of them. Na you know, whatever tunafanya saa hizi, it's what to impact in those life for their future. So I guess when it comes to kids, first of all, we don't need to disagree, but many people find themselves disagreeing.
Yes.
Ama kuna wale watoto wanataka kuside na baba.
Yes.
Kuna wale wanataka kuside na mama. And that is very wrong, guys. We always tell parents, as I have said, I do a program which pertains parenting and everything. We always tell parents, never let your kid know that hamuagreeing when it comes to them.
Yes.
You better disagree na huko nje, but wakikuja kwenyu, wacha wajuange every time you talk same language. Because you'll be able to tame them. But ile wakati wanajua nikifanya hii makosa naendanga kwa mama, nikifanya hii naendanga kwa support ya dad. First of all, you have shown them that you are not, you can never agree. Ama nyinyi wawili kila mtu anakuanga njia zake. And it's a very wrong thing to show your kids.
Yes.
So I think when it comes to kids, first of all, we need to unite.
Yes.
Secondly, we need to make decisions based on their best interest. We put them first. Yes, because when tunaanza kuput interest zetu first, sasa hapo ndipo utapata tuna disagree, because mimi nataka interest yangu isikike, wewe utataka yako isikike.
Yes. 100%. I think you have brought it out so well, and I have nothing to add on top of that. You are the expert in that. For one thing I know for sure is that, you know, as the same thing as marriage does not come with a manual, the same thing that parenting does not come with a manual. You have to figure it out, and remember, as she said, children are a blessing. Okay, so don't allow them to be the source of your sorrows or the blessing turn into a curse. Every time when you're disagreeing because of the children, just remember you are turning the blessing into a curse. 2 more things, then we finish up. I think also infidelity and jealousy can also cause disagreements, right? And my take on this is that you realize, like, you're supposed to love your wife or love your husband and love them alone. Every time you bring other people in the picture, it wounds or it hurts the relationship. And when the relationship is hurt or is stressed, it breaks. A relationship like a marriage, it's we say it's a chord of three strings,
Yes.
something like that. And you realize, like, we have God, the husband and the wife, and this one is not supposed to be broken. Every time this cord is broken, you realize it breaks the trust, it breaks the confidence, it breaks the security. There's a lot of insecurities when that happens. Another thing, someone may not be cheating or infidel, but they may be having we call self-esteem issues, so they're jealous. Every time, maybe when the other gender calls your, if it's men calling your wife or women calling your husband, you become jealous and you start developing issues around those things. This person may not be cheating, but you push them into that zone. You expose them to that zone. Why? You stop trusting them, you stop loving them, you stop believing in them. So you just take them, you just say this person belongs to everyone else out there, and that one will cause a lot of disagreement. Maybe this other person knows that I'm not cheating, maybe it's a misunderstanding. It's very important you talk on these gray areas, or if you see red flags, you raise them before they become issues. Yes, what's your take?
Okay, on that, I'm very totally against
Mm-hmm.
Infidelity,
Mm.
and also the jealous can also bring disagreement in marriage, because kila time when you are jealous, you will take it to the other person.
Yes.
And also definitely mtaanza hizo tu fracas, it's unnecessary.
Yes.
So okay, there's something you have said, I've never thought it like that, that self-esteem can bring jealous. But in real sense, I've thought of it, and it can actually. I've never thought that.
Maybe you think you're not beautiful enough.
Yes.
Maybe you think you're not man enough.
Yes.
Yeah, something like that.
So wow, that's a good point. That when you don't have self-esteem, you can bring, you can just start attracting the jealous perspective. So when you want to get married, you better first of all work on your self-esteem.
Yes.
So that when maybe you see things happen, you won't necessarily blame yourself that maybe I'm not beautiful, I'm not this and this, I'm not that. Yes, so work on your self-esteem. When it comes to infidelity, definitely it will bring those disagreements, and also it can break.
It can break a relationship.
It can break.
Yes.
So me, what I always say, if you know you want to get married, ama if you know you want to commit to somebody, commit to him or her totally.
100%. Yes.
Usikuwe na ile okay, maybe you might have those feelings or anything, but remind yourself, because this is a person who is choosing to commit to you, to invest to you all his or her life. So when you start doing those things, just know that you are totally unfair to this other person, because they have invested in you. They have decided to commit to you.
Yes.
So when you start doing these things, you are putting their life, you are putting their health, because most of the people, when they have those breakups, they are always nasty, because when necessarily for those who are married, those divorce, they break somebody, and so many people even go to depression and everything. So they are so nasty, and that is something you don't want to make somebody who you once loved go through. So when you decide to commit to somebody, wachana tu na hizi vitu zingine. Also, let me tell you guys, and ladies, whatever at that time you feel that at this person hana ama this person maybe alikuwa nayo haiko, they are just fantasies. All ladies are the same, all men are the same. It's only that maybe some are maybe bigger, some are tiny, some are this and this and, but we are all beautiful, we are all made the same.
Yes.
Because maybe you might not think I'm beautiful, he might think I'm beautiful.
You are.
There's somebody who else might think I'm beautiful, he may not see. So it depends with people. And usiidharau mtu because maybe unaona huyu hapana nini. And remember, before uanze kuona this other person, she's not whatever you think you want, ama she doesn't have what you think you want, remember you once saw it in her. So it means you stopped doing what you are doing. That's why you can never see it. You stop maybe treating her the way you used to treat her. That's why you can never see it. And also, like I'm saying, we are all the same. Women are the same, men are the same. It's only maybe we have different vitu tu kidogo maybe differently. But in real sense, in creation, men are all the same.
True.
So whatever una feel sina, it's only maybe 20%, but I have the 80%. Why should you lose this 80 in the quest of maybe wanting
chasing the 20?
Chasing that 20. So you see, you are the one who is losing actually. So, but my final words on my final view on that is, if you really want to commit to somebody, make that decision based on seeing the future. Because ukianza kuingia hapo tena unakaa unataka kuchange mind, like I'm saying, unakosea this other person because ameinvest time yake, ameinvest feelings zake, emotions zake. So it won't be easy when you start doing those things. So when you decide to get married, get out of those ideas ama those minds of being unfaithful to your partner. Yes.
Just commit and ndoa na iheshimiwe na watu wote. I think that's the bottom line of this.
And marriage is workable.
Yes, marriages work.
Beautiful.
Yes, and it's a beautiful thing. It's you just deciding to commit to it and working on it on a daily basis. There are no perfect people. If you're looking for perfect people, kindly die, go to heaven. But if you're living on this earth, we must work with the perfect imperfections of different people that come across us. Now lastly, even as we close this video, is the repeated if you have the same problem over and over again, the same arguments, they keep on coming on a daily basis, you realize that you have unsolved issues. No matter how much you think that you have solved, they keep on coming up. It simply means that you have not solved anything. There are still underlying issues. That's why these things keep on coming over and over and over again. And this one can cause a lot of disagreements in your marriage or in your relationship. So it's very important to be intentional about solving your problems or solving your issues as they come. Don't keep them. Don't think like maybe because you made out, the issues are not there. Trust me, they will repeat themselves and they will bring you to the same place you're trying to get out of. So when issues come, make sure that you solve them and you come out of them as soon as possible. Yes.
Yeah, so don't usifagilie vitu chini ya carpet.
Right.
That's what I'm just going to say about that. Make sure you clean when you feel you're offended, sit your partner down, talk issues out.
Yes.
Don't assume them then later ndio unataka kuzitoa zote.
Okay, I think if this video was useful to you, kindly write to us in the comment section. Are there questions you want us to answer? Is there any way that you feel this content is useful to you? Kindly go ahead and comment, leave your comment on the comment section. We are open to feedback, and we will answer you, and we will get back to you. If you have not subscribed, kindly guys help us grow this channel, so that whatever the lessons we have learned over and over again, we can be able to share with other people who might need it. Kindly subscribe, you can share, you can leave a comment, and we will appreciate. We love you so much. For those ones who keep on coming to this channel to consume this content, thank you so much. May God bless you. Just we want to know you to know that we love you so much. Yes.
So thank you so much, guys. Kindly subscribe.
Yes.
Until the next video. For now, it's a
bye
bye-bye.
bye.